So what exactly are these three sets of seven that we read about in the book of Revelation? We have the seven seals, the seven trumpets, and the seven bowls. And these are things that are unleashed upon the earth during the 7-year period of the tribulation. And we find the seven seals begin in Revelation chapter 6. And you remember that the Lamb was the only one that was worthy. The Lamb, Jesus Christ, was the only one that was worthy to open the seals. And in Revelation chapter 6, we see the first seal, which unleashed the white horse, the rider on the white horse that came to conquer and was conquering. It was given a bowl, like a bow and arrow, and a crown of authority. The second seal is the red horse that takes the peace, and unleashed upon the earth is people are killing each other, and the red horse rider is given a great sword, where people will just attack and kill each other. It's an unleashing of violence. The third seal is the black horse, and this unleashes upon the earth a period of time of scarcity and lack. And this rider of the black horse has a scale in his hand where things are unequal, where things are very, very expensive, where it's very difficult to be able to eat and feed yourself. The fourth seal is the pale horse, and this is the death, was the name of the rider on the pale horse. And it says that Hades followed after him, and he was given power to kill a fourth of the earth with the sword, with hunger, with death, and with the beast of the earth. So there'll be a great unleashing of death upon the earth. The fifth seal turns to the altar up in heaven, and we hear the martyrs crying out from under the altar, the ones that are dying for their faith. The sixth seal unleashes an earthquake, the sun being black and the moon like blood, stars falling from heaven, the sky receding like a scroll, and every mountain and island being moved from its position. Then we turn to the seven trumpets, and the seventh seal actually unleashes a period of silence in heaven, and also unleashes the period for the trumpets to be released. And that's in Revelation chapter 8. And the first trumpet includes all the vegetation being struck. The second trumpet strikes the sea, where it becomes like blood, and a third of the living creatures in the sea die, and a third of the ships were destroyed. The third trumpet, the waters were struck, and a third of the waters became bitter to where it was undrinkable. The fourth trumpet, the heavens were struck, and the sun was struck, and a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of them are darkened, and a third of the day did not shine, and likewise the night. Imagine the effects that all of this would have on our ability to maintain life here on earth. And that was the fourth trumpet. The fifth trumpet, oh my goodness, we have the locusts that are released from the bottomless pit. This is an unleashing of terrible demon-inspired things that come and bite and torture and kill. And it's horrible, absolutely horrible. And that's the fifth seal. The sixth trumpet unleashes the angels from the Euphrates, and they release plagues upon the earth that kill. And it's a horrible, horrible time. And if that's not bad enough, then we go to the bowls that are released in and poured out in chapter 16, where they have boils. The first boil releases boils upon the earth, sores. Then the sea is turned to blood. Then the waters are turned to blood. And then men are scorched because of the sun and the power of the sun. Then the fifth bowl was darkness and pain. And it says that those that were left on the earth gnawed their tongues because of the pain. The sixth bowl shows the Euphrates drying up, and false prophet, demons, all this stuff unleashed. Then those that are gathered in Armageddon. We've heard of the Battle of Armageddon. We see that. And then the seventh bowl is poured out upon the earth. And there were noises and thundering and lightning, and there was great earthquakes. And this is in the end of chapter 16. Such a mighty and great earthquakes that had not ever occurred since men were on the earth. And just horrible, horrible things. And I don't even like to read about these things. I know that there have been many times when I was reading through this and studying this, and it just broke my heart to see these things that were going to be poured out upon the earth. And I want to say what I've said in so many of my videos. People, get your heart right. Get ready. Be ready. Be an overcomer like they talk about in chapters 2 and 3. Keep your heart prepared. Be looking for the return of Christ. Be prepared. Don't get so caught up in what is going on in this world that you miss what God is doing, that you miss the signs, and you are left in this tribulation to go through this and to endure this. You don't want to do this. So this is the study. This is what is listed in Revelation of the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, the 7 bowls. Please be ready. Please keep your heart right. Please turn your eyes toward Jesus and be looking for his return.